Elk hunting offers a special magic wherever these majestic animals are found. The lure of challenging and beautiful high country, plus the solitude and heart-pounding excitement is unbeatable for most sportsmen. California is the only state to boast 3 of the 4 strains of North American elk: Rocky Mountain, Roosevelt, and the Tule, the smallest and rarest variety, all roam the mountains here. There were once 500,000 Tule elk ranging across the central valleys of the state. They were particularly abundant around the river floodplains and were named for the Tule reeds that were a part of their favorite habitat. But land development and market hunting all but wiped out this great resource by the late 1890s. Reportedly, only 28 still survived when a conservation-minded landowner began the slow process of rebuilding the herd. Today, after decades of protection and careful management, the Golden Hills again echo the bugle of the Tule. And now, hunting has become an essential part of the management process, removing a limited number of animals each year so that the herds don't exceed the carrying capacity of the remaining wild habitat.
This week's Conservation Angle has been brought to you by Wild Sheep Foundation.
Bob Folkrod has come to the beautiful mountain country around Salinas in west central California to try for a Tule bull on a ranch managed by Pete Salaki. The ranch here grows lots of spinach and other truck crops that the elk consider very tasty. Bob spends an afternoon scouting with Pete, who knows every ridge and valley of the ranch.
He's hot. He's been chasing.
Wildlife is abundant at the ranch. Summer months provide great opportunity to view animals with their offspring.
Up over the hill.
The afternoon scouting trip has proven to be rewarding. They spot a good bull, one well worth pursuing.
Although Bob completed his obsession quest taking over 80 animals with a rifle, his first love has always been bow hunting. He's teamed up with longtime friend and archery coach Mike Price to help make you a better bow shot. This week's archery lesson is brought to you by Heritage Archery Academy and these great archery sponsors: Hoyt, True Ball, Easton, Limb Saver, Gateway Feathers, and Dirt Nap.
Today we're going to talk about releases again. We're going to talk about the T-handle release. This is the one that, after God knows how many years of Bob Folkrod shooting fingers, he went into a back tension T-handle release, and these are the reasons why he did. With this style release, and this one's nice, this isn't a tournament style release, this is one built by True Ball. It's called the Max Pro 4. And what it is it hangs on there. If you hang a tournament style release on there and you touch the trigger, it'll be on the ground. This one, it's designed so that's not gonna happen. Most importantly, my bow's hanging in the tree. The animal comes in, catches me flat-footed. I can reach over here and go, whoop, got it. Now, I never take my eyes off that animal. He steps behind a tree. I can bring this over. One of the other things is calming my nerves. Bob has taught this in his school forever. He uses his rangefinder to calm his nerves. I got a deer coming in. It's coming in, and I'm nervous. My heart's pounding out of my chest. And I take that rangefinder and I go click, 35 yards. I've made that shot 1,000 times. So with confidence, I don't have to look away. I look at the animal, hook up. I've made this shot 1,000 times and execute the shot. Kill that animal. With a T-handle, I anchor, like we talked previously. I just come to full draw. Don't tip my hand up. I let my hand completely relax. And it doesn't look like this or like this normally. So I'm relaxed. I put my pointer under my jawbone, and that's my elevation lock. But with this, if I'm gonna slow manipulate it, I reach up around the trigger and I manipulate it. So I'm just pushing that trigger and opening those jaws. Accurate, but not as accurate as back tension or manipulation and back tension. Anchor into my jaw, relax, draw finger behind, up around, and I'm gonna pull on the bow a little bit harder and execute. If you just relax, increase your back, it'll let your hand stretch and the release will go off. One of the best things is a more natural anchor point. Because if I was to do that T position and bring my hand in, my hand naturally sits here. If I'm going to use a caliper, remember, I turn my hand so my thumb is under my jawbone. So I'm actually turning and I'm incorporating these muscles in my arm, which do not help you shoot. So I turn in, but with a T handle, it's natural. Just drop it under my jaw. So once again, with a T handle, you don't have to look away from the animal. The anchor's easier. Pointer under my jaw, let my hand relax, but I don't let go of the release. Reach my thumb up and then increase the tension in my back and the release will just go off. So, surprise release, it's always on the bow. You can use your rangefinder to calm yourself like Bob does. It gives you confidence. Then you reach in your bow and you kill that animal. This should help you with a T-handle style release.
By daybreak the next morning, Bob is far up the mountainside, waiting for the cool fog from the Pacific to burn away and allow them to see down into the elk country below.
Just a day and a half we've been here. We watched this whole valley fill up with fog and then go back out again last night. Same thing with this morning, the whole valley was full. And guess what? When it's up at the top, we hunt at the bottom. So right now, it's perfect because we've hunted the whole top. Now we're gonna start to get down in there, hopefully where the elk are. We know they're there. We can hear them and we can see them.
They spot a big bull on a ridge below. The hike down the mountain will take some time, but Bob must move closer to make sure this is the bull he's looking for.
For help with all of your hunt booking needs, contact J&M Safaris at jnmsafaris.com.